44 forecast first.
Good evening, I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike LaPointe. Another day in the 90s. That makes 8 days in a row. Our current temperature right now in Waco with mostly cloudy skies right at 89 degrees. So here's your forecast first. We're going to keep it cloudy at 9, about 83 degrees. Cloudy skies at midnight, 78, and tomorrow morning mostly cloudy. It'll be a humid start and 75 degrees. Dry weather to start the day, but it could end wet. We'll talk about the possibility of some showers and storms that could be severe coming up in a few minutes. Fox 44 News starts right now.
Coming up tonight on Fox 44, homeowners heated after an entire police department, including the chief, quit in the same week.
And a fire rips through a historic Dallas hotel. We'll show you what's left of the building renovations.
Also, a twister ripping through parts of Ohio. We'll take a look at the damage left behind.
Live from Waco, Temple, and Killeen. Your news now. This is Fox 44 News at 5:30.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight on Fox 44 News. I'm Leslie Rangel.
And I'm Robert Burns. Right now, there are no local police in the city of Mart after the city council accepted the resignation of Police Chief Paul Cardenas this morning. Now this after all the other city police officers left earlier this month. Fox 44's Anna Thrash has reaction.
Today, community members are frustrated after they didn't get any more answers. The city council came out of their closed session, announced the resignation, and then ended the meeting. At 7:15 this morning, the council met for about a minute and a half and then went into closed session. Over an hour later, they reappeared and voted to accept the resignation of Chief Paul Cardenas.
There's no objection, then this special meeting will be considered adjourned.
They didn't tell us anything else. That was the end of the meeting, and we didn't get any answers. That was the end of it.
Right now, it is unclear why the chief resigned.
From what I understand, it was a forced resignation of the police chief.
City Manager Kevin Schaefer says the city wishes Cardenas the best and thanks him for his service. Neighbors are left unsatisfied with the council's actions. They have questions that weren't addressed in this meeting.
I wish they would have told us who was going to be patrolling our streets, who was going to be coming and taking care of our city. They didn't tell us anything.
Some say they weren't happy with every police officer in Mart, but seeing them all go is a shock.
I'm glad that some of them are leaving, and then I'm sad that some of them are leaving.
The city says that they can now start the search for a new police chief. In Mart, Anna Thrash, Fox 44 News.
And tonight at 6 o'clock, we will dive into deeper who will be patrolling the streets of Mart in the meantime. Firefighters, meanwhile, spent the afternoon knocking down 2 grass fires. Started with an 18-wheeler that lost 2 tires. Now, this happened near the intersection of Highway 6 and Hallsburg. That's just east of Waco. One of those tires hit a shed and it caught fire. No homes there were homes and fireworks stands nearby, but the fires didn't spread to those areas.
Questions swirling about an explosion that woke up people in Hill County this morning. Check this out. It's what's left behind of a barn that blew up in Bloom around 5:15 this morning. Witnesses saw flames shooting 20 feet into the air from that barn. Multiple fire departments raced to 6th Street to put out the fire. There are no injuries. Investigators
want to know exactly what caused and destroyed a vacant Dallas hotel. Take a look at the video showing the Ambassador Hotel just engulfed in flames. No one was inside the Dallas and Texas historic landmark as it burned. Now we're told that a caretaker was sleeping in a nearby trailer. The Ambassador has sat vacant for years, though. Crews had started renovations to bring the 6-story hotel, though, back to life recently. A body was found Monday afternoon. Investigators think it's a 16-year-old who went missing at a Galveston beach. Now, the teen was last seen swimming Sunday at Matagorda Beach. Beach Patrol is still searching for a second 17-year-old who disappeared while swimming at a Surfside beach. The dangerous conditions prompted warnings for beachgoers. In addition to the 2 teens, the body of a missing swimmer was found Sunday in Galveston. Well, today, 3 men are in custody after a crash that killed a little girl. Dallas police say 3 cars were racing on Lake June Road when one slammed into the car carrying 3-year-old Olivia Mendez. Now, 3 of her relatives were also injured. Each man now faces 4 counts of racing on a highway and causing those serious injuries. They are being held on bond.
Before state lawmakers left the Capitol at the end of the session, they handed some responsibility back to you to vote on 8 possible changes to the Constitution. Voters will decide whether to establish a special fund to pay for flood prevention and disaster relief projects. There's also a measure to determine how much of the state's sporting goods tax should go to Texas parks, and another proposal to allow Texas to dole out billions more for cancer research funding.
I really see us as being at the forefront in terms of cancer research, which should translate into cures and certainly preventive measures.
We've got a plan for the future. The current park system cannot handle the millions that we have here in Texas.
Another constitutional amendment for voters to choose in November is whether to ban a state income tax. Today, the Navy and Air Force joining the Army medical units for a joint emergency exercise. This is happening at the Fort Hood Medical Center. The purpose of the exercise is to train medical students in combat casualty care in various scenarios. Now, there are several teams from across the country, including San Diego, Medical College of Georgia, and the University of Nebraska. That event wraps up on Friday.
All right, well, in less than a half hour, lanes are going to start closing in Waco so that construction crews can take down that pedestrian bridge right over at 8th Street. Now, the bridge right over I-35 permanently shut down today at 6 o'clock. All the northbound frontage road lanes from 14th to 5th are going to close until tomorrow morning. It's important to know that the interstate going north is going to be closed between 10th and 5th on Wednesday from 7 until 6 in the morning. Now, the same is going to happen southbound Thursday from MLK to 18th Street.
Straight ahead on Fox 44, an out-of-control boat drives into a dock and another boat and ends up here. What investigators think led to the crash.
We're looking at dry but cloudy conditions tonight, but showers and thunderstorms are on the way for tomorrow. We'll look at the radar coming up.
And how about a quick and easy way to get rid of those allergies? We'll have the new treatment that could be coming soon.
This is Fox 44 News at 5:30 with Leslie Rangel, Robert Burns, AMS certified chief meteorologist Mike LaPointe, and sports with Matt Roberts. Brought to you by Champion Salon and Barber. Great shaves, cuts, conversations, and some beer. Get your gift cards or book online today.
Do you suffer from low sports enthusiasm? Have you just not been able to get into the game? Maybe your balls are just feeling deflated. Well, get back to your old self and enjoy the game again. The friendly bartenders at Dancing Bear want you to know that you're not alone, and they can help. With dozens of craft beers rotating every week, pints of beer at Dancing Bear Pub have proven to reduce symptoms of low sports enthusiasm. Side effects include good times, good vibes, and new friends. Do not visit Dancing Bear Pub without consulting 4 or 5 of your closest buddies.
Ashley Home Store's Memorial Day mattress sale is going on now. Get 0% interest for 72 months, or buy any mattress set $7.99 or more and get a free adjustable base upgrade. Shop now at the Ashley Home Stores in Killeen.
For 18 years in a row, readers of the Temple Daily Telegram have voted Dynasty Chinese Restaurant as their #1 choice for delicious Oriental food. Our enormous buffet has over 100 mouth-watering dishes to choose from. Try our wonderful shrimp, sesame chicken, or our one-of-a-kind sushi bar. Bring the whole family down, or if you're in a hurry, we offer carry-out and delivery to Temple, Belton, and surrounding areas. When you want only the best, make it Dynasty Chinese Restaurant in Temple.
The journey of a student at Chilton ISD begins at a young age. Their success, their dreams, their future depend on all of us. As educators, we undertake a monumental responsibility, and we can be proud of the leaders that develop within Chilton ISD. As their journey continues, we are mindful that many things will happen in their lives. However, when they leave Chilton ISD, we can be confident that they have the resilience and determination to become the leaders of tomorrow.
This is the Durabit of the all-new Chevy Silverado.
That is huge.
It offers a built-in 120-volt outlet.
Wow.
Plug that in for me.
Oh, holy smoke.
And the all-new Silverado has more trim levels than any other pickup.
Oh, wow. There's something for all of us.
It's time to upgrade.
Get 0% financing for 72 months on this all-new Silverado Texas Edition, or get a total value of over $8,500. Plus, get an additional $1,500 cash allowance when you finance with GM Financial.
Ashley Home Store's Memorial Day sale is going on now. Save up to 30% or no interest for 6 years. Buy this 6-piece reclining sectional, get a free TV stand. Plus, your choice of the matching recliner or a 50-inch 4K TV free. Ashley Home Stores in Killeen.
Well, an out-of-control boat ended up in a man's yard. Witnesses say that boat was speeding on a bayou near Dickinson. Now, they said that the boat was skipping banks and drove right over a dock and even another boat. Homeowner Vincent Silva said he saw several people climbing out of the boat when it finally came to a rest in his yard.
I was barbecuing and all of a sudden I heard a train coming and run out here and there they were. I said, oh, I got a new boat. They just delivered it.
It's one way to look at it. Police say no one was seriously injured. One woman was thrown from the boat, though. She took herself to the hospital. Police in Dickinson say if alcohol was involved in this, there's no police report been filed just yet.
Weather Rate certified most accurate forecast in Central Texas. This is Fox 44 weather with Chief Meteorologist Mike LaPointe.
A lot of clouds today, a lot of humidity, and temperatures once again climbing into the 90s. Again, that makes it 8 days in a row with at least 90-degree heat or hotter conditions across our area. 92, the official high here in Waco today. Down to 89 at this hour. It is 84 degrees in Temple and 85 right now in Killeen. The humidity is out there, so it jumps our temperatures back up into the 90s in most areas. It feels like 90 up in Mexia, 95 in Hearn, and look at Giddings. Current heat index at 100 degrees. So the heat is out there, just depends on how high the humidity is, and it's a little bit higher, obviously, over toward the Brazos Valley. Now, what we are seeing, some moisture in the atmosphere, but a lot of this is not reaching the ground. So don't let that fool you. It looks like it's raining over toward Mexia, down toward Marlin and parts of Bell County, but a lot of areas are just seeing mainly cloudy skies right now. Our air is still pretty dry, so a lot of it not making it. What we are seeing, though, is that dry line off to our west, and out ahead of the dry line, as expected, showers and thunderstorms will be erupting, but not in our area, to our north and to our west. There's Wichita Falls, there's the Red River, there's Lawton in Oklahoma, and there's that watch in effect as we go throughout the evening hours. That is a severe thunderstorm watch, so just kind of keep that in mind if you are traveling in that direction, and we could see some showers and storms. Kind of hold tight by early tomorrow morning as they migrate off to the east, and they could be going through the Metroplex by tomorrow morning. As for tonight, though, skies right now are partly to mostly cloudy. Little sunshine in our area. Otherwise, I think by 8 o'clock we'll see mostly cloudy skies. And as we hit the evening hours, you'll notice a lot of clouds. Any shower activity that was out here, that's just falling apart, and that's basically running into some more stable air. The air is very capped, it's very dry, and that's why we're not seeing much in our region. By midnight, temperatures back down into the upper 70s in most areas. You'll notice, though, the dry line begins to retrograde back off to the west as we start the day tomorrow. There's those showers and storms I was talking about. They're going to stay to our north as we start the day. We're going to see that moisture increase, though, and look at that. As we hit the afternoon and the heat of the day, we could pop some showers and some isolated thunderstorms across the region, and that'll be the story. A better chance as that front begins to approach us by late Wednesday into early Thursday, and then it just hangs out on Thursday. So we still have to keep some showers and some isolated storms in the forecast with the front in the vicinity, and that's what happens, it looks like, by the afternoon hours on Thursday. But any thunderstorm that does develop tomorrow, especially in the afternoon, has the possibility of being severe. Our main threat would be some large hail and damaging winds, and you notice most of us under a slight risk tomorrow. As for tonight, though, mostly cloudy and breezy. We drop to 75, and then tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies. There's that 50-50 chance of showers and storms, and again, some of those may be strong to severe with a high right at 90 degrees. As we look ahead, there's your extended forecast. We are looking at temperatures in the mid to upper 80s with some chances of rain, some thunder along the way. Not a complete washout, but as we begin the month of June there on Saturday, temperatures will be in the lower 90s under partly to mostly sunny skies. And over toward Bryan and College Station, kind of the same thing, 50-50 chance of showers and storms. Not a washout, just keep an eye to the sky. It does appear that's going to be dry but very warm over the weekend with upper 80s and lower 90s.
I was walking the dog today and I felt 2 lonely raindrops hit my hand. And I was like, what is this? What is happening?
Maybe it's
right
a
now?
bird.
I hope not. Oh boy.
I felt the humidity, but I'm with Mike. I think it was a bird.
Yeah. Is that luck?
Bad.
It is.
Oh, let's go on.
It's good luck.
Coming up in Fox 44 Sports, we have some high-stakes baseball and softball being played here in Central Texas. Hear from the state-bound Crawford Lady Pirates next in Fox 44 Sports. Good luck to them.
And remember, you can get the forecast and news updates all day on these local radio stations.
Or preparing for your day. Trust Chief Meteorologist Mike LaPointe and the Fox 44 Storm Team. Fox 44 News, weather rate certified. Central Texas' most accurate forecast.
Waco. This Saturday, June 1st, WWE Live returns with an epic main event.
Who is the greatest acquisition in the history of WWE?
See Roman Reigns.
A man who has transcended superstardom. Superman punch!
Take on Elias in a one-on-one battle. And don't miss Charlotte Flair and Matt Hardy. It's WWE Live in Waco this Saturday, June 1st. Tickets are available now.
First six-function multi-pro tailgate, available only on the next generation GMC Sierra. During GMC's Truck Month, get over an $8,500 total value on this next generation Sierra SLT. Plus, get an additional $1,000 purchase allowance when you finance through GM Financial. GMC Truck Month like a pro.
Nothing brings a family together like fun around the backyard pool. Here is your last chance to make that happen, and the price has never been better. For a limited time, Blue World Pools has the big 15 by 24 Econoline pool for not $399, not even $349. If you call now, that pool can be yours for only $299. That price still includes pump, filter, liner, ladder, and a free automatic pool cleaner. All that including free installation on your ready site for just $299. That's a $1,995 value for only $299. That's awesome! Call Blue World Pools now and take advantage of this incredible offer. Want more pizzazz? Of course you do! So jump up to our midline pool or grab for it all with Blue World Pools' top-of-the-line classic pool, the ultimate in high-style living. The choice is yours. But remember, this is your last chance to take advantage of our limited-time offer. The price will never get any better than this. How could it? Call Blue World Pools right now and beat that heat.
In Texas, there's a spirit of independence that moves us, inspires us. Now it's time again to celebrate it. I love the American road. The Great American Sales Event at your Texas Ford dealer with limited time savings on America's best-selling trucks 42 straight years. Like Ford F-150, now with 0% financing for 72 months plus $2,500 discount package on XLT. Let the Great American Sales Event inspire you at your best in Texas Ford dealer.
From the Allen Samuels of Hearn Sports Center, it's Fox 44 Sports with Matt Roberts.
Hey there, and good evening to you. Well, the Crawford Lady Pirates are back on the big stage, the UIL State Softball Tournament, returning for the first time since 2016 and doing it in impressive fashion. Lady Pirates have been dominating on both offense and defense. They shut out Honey Grove in the regional finals 7-0 and 6-0, running their playoff tally to 59 runs scored and 4 runs allowed in their entire playoff run. So this team motoring right in to the state tournament.
And when you don't give up any runs, obviously you feel really good about that. As far as our defense and pitching has really been really good right now. So, and hitting-wise, we're doing a good job too. You know, scoring 6-7 runs. I'll take that tomorrow. So we'll see. A lot of momentum is fun. The kids are excited, so it's just a good time right now.
We've just been on a roll lately. I think every game we have gotten better. Our defense, our offense, we've just been practicing our butts off to get to where we are. So like each game we progress and we get everything better. So going into this and being on a roll, I think we'll have a good shot.
Game is at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning at McCombs Field in Austin. I'll be there with scores and highlights for you at 5:30 and 9 o'clock. Speaking of teams that are undefeated in the playoffs, the Robinson Rocket baseball team is a perfect 8-0 so far this postseason in the playoffs, including their latest 2-game sweep over Huffman-Hargrave this last week and earning them a spot in the regional final. This team has been the definition of domination, winning their 8 games in the playoffs by a combined score of 68-11, never being pushed to a third game. So this team has that killer instinct of when they have a team down, they put the pedal to the floor and put them away.
That's just the mentality that we try to instill in our guys, that, you know, to try to be tough and fight and, you know, until the very end. And so they've done a good job with that. You know, you win game 1 and you want to find a way to close it out in game 2. And, you know, we've been able to do that for, I guess, the past 4 series now.
It shows a lot when, even when it comes to the second or third game or whatever it is, and we just come out still hitting the ball ready to play and just getting runs, going winning.
Robinson will open their series with Sweeney tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock from Don Sanders Stadium in Huntsville. The Valley Mills Eagles are on to the regional final after disposing of Archer City in a 2-game sweep, making it to the regional final. This team has been close for the last couple of years. They're on a mission to get back and beyond this point this year.
I think it boosts our confidence a lot just because we know like we ended it, like we're over it, and we're excited to see where this is going to take us.
I think they believe in themselves. You know, the past 3 years we've been stuck right there in the 4th round, and just it's a confidence thing, and hopefully the confidence builds over, and we can carry it to the next round.
They're going to face Windthorst tomorrow at 5 o'clock. They're in Kennedale. And don't forget about Abbott. Abbott playing tonight to go back to the state tournament. Their game tonight over in east of Dallas in Rockwall tonight.
All right, better tonight than tomorrow.
Yeah,
Looks like
absolutely.
storms are expected.
Yeah, get those in now. And then, of course, some big games tomorrow. So, again, this time of year, we're all watching the weather.
Yeah, all right. Thanks, Matt. Well, coming up next on Fox 44, allergy sufferers rejoice. The new fix that could help you breathe better.
And here's your lineup on Fox 44 tonight.
Brought to you by Palmera's Tex-Mex Con Sabor, a passion to deliver consistent flavor, service, cocktails, and ambience. Now open in Harker Heights.
The 2019 Nissan Armada. Intelligence with an attitude.
Get a low $349 per month lease on the 2019 Armada.
If you want reliability with style, there's a Honda for you.
I really love everything about my 2019 Civic. It really makes me feel like I'm inside a luxury car.
So if envy drives you, drive a Honda. Like the 2019 Civic LX, the 2019 Kelley Blue Book Best Buy in the compact car category with Honda Sensing, a suite of safety and driver-assisted features. Just $189 a month for 36 months. Visit your Central Texas Honda dealers today.
Texas loves Honda.
It got to a point where I was losing everything because of drugs and alcohol.
I knew that what I was doing and what I was going through was killing me.
I could not stop drinking, so my wife called the Watershed.
Addicts can recover. Addicts do recover. And we at the Watershed Addiction Treatment Programs believe every addict deserves the opportunity to heal. So for the past 20 years, we've proudly treated 50,000 people and helped them overcome this seemingly hopeless state of mind and body. Addiction professionals at the Watershed will get to the underlying cause of your addiction while treating you with dignity and respect in a safe and comfortable medical environment. We promise we won't pose a financial hardship on you. We work with all insurance companies and will make treatment affordable for you today. So call us, stop dying, start living, and call a caring professional 24/7 at the Watershed. Call now.
Do you love the smell of a new vehicle but hate the headache you get when you leave the dealership? Hi, I'm Mike Ishak, General Manager at All-American Chevrolet of Killeen, where we're more than just a dealership, we're part of your community. So grab your phone and go to KilleenChevrolet.com and see just how easy it is to shop, evaluate your trade, apply for credit, and purchase. We'll even set up in-home delivery if you don't want to come down to the dealership. All-American Chevrolet of Killeen, where buying a vehicle is fun, fast, and easy.
Cedar allergies hit many last year, but what if you could get rid of those allergies for good and quickly? Arzo Dose tells us about a new treatment that's rolling out soon.
We're still months away from the dreaded cedar fever season. But what if you could start a therapy to treat your cedar allergies this summer?
But the fact that you could get the equivalent of 3 to 5 years of shot therapy in 3 injections over 2 months, it just doesn't even seem real to me, but the studies support it.
Texan Allergy and Sinus Center is behind the new study that just wrapped up and included 26 patients. The treatment, a shot of diluted cedar extract into a lymph node. Dr. Christopher Thompson says with current allergy shots, only a small amount targets that area.
So we're not guessing at how much is going to get to the lymph node. We know exactly how much.
After each shot, patients waited for an hour before leaving the office in case there was any reactions. Dr. Thompson says they didn't have any side effects.
With this therapy, we can treat up to 3 allergies at a time. So if you're allergic to oak and cedar and dust, we can treat all of those at once.
Just 3 shots over 2 months and done.
I've been on the allergy drops for about 5 months now. So
it's what Alex Aldrich has been looking for since moving from the West Coast.
Yeah, you don't have to think about, you know, did I miss anything or did I miss a drop? So yeah, having just 3 shots, 3 trips to the allergist and then be done, that would be great.
Dr. Thompson says this could eliminate allergies for good.
We hope for a lifetime of relief, but we know we're going to get years and years out of this.
How much this therapy will cost is still in the works, and it's not clear yet if insurance will cover it. It's expected to be available by the end of July.
That was Arzo Dost reporting. Coming up on the way at 6, no more City of Mart Police Department, who's watching the streets without police on staff.
And more trouble on the way for some Midwestern states, dodging tornadoes.
For 18 years in a row, readers of the Temple Daily Telegram have voted Dynasty Chinese Restaurant as their #1 choice for delicious Oriental food. Our enormous buffet has over 100 mouth-watering dishes to choose from. Try our wonderful shrimp, sesame chicken, or our one-of-a-kind sushi bar. Bring the whole family down, or if you're in a hurry, we offer carry-out and delivery to Temple, Belton, and surrounding areas. When you want only the best, make it Dynasty Chinese Restaurant in Temple.
Hey Central Texas, I have a beauty secret for you. I'm here at M Nails and Beauty Salon, and if you need lashes, eyebrows, nails, or a pedicure, this is the place for you. Let's check it out. The nail salon has many different types of manicures and really takes pride in keeping the integrity of the natural nail by focusing on the cuticles. They also stay on trend with all of their nail art. Now I feel fantastic and look fantastic. Get them, love M.
Imagine a historic town hidden in the East Texas piney woods. A town with fine dining, award-winning inns, historic downtown shops and boutiques, and museums filled with history. Explore the bayou on a guided boat tour, a kayak or canoe. Take a carriage through historic neighborhoods and tour beautiful antebellum homes. Where can you find a getaway that offers all this? Texas' best-kept secret, Jefferson, Texas. For information, go to visitjeffersontexas.com.
Do you suffer from low sports enthusiasm? Have you just not been able to get into the game? Maybe your balls are just feeling deflated. Well, get back to your old self and enjoy the game again. The friendly bartenders at Dancing Bear want you to know that you're not alone, and they can help. With dozens of craft beers rotating every week, pints of beer at Dancing Bear Pub have proven to reduce symptoms of low sports enthusiasm. Side effects include good times, good vibes, and new friends. Do not visit Dancing Bear Pub without consulting 4 or 5 of your closest buddies.
9 round. Call today for your free workout.
Covering Waco, Belton, and all of Central Texas. This is Fox 44 News at 6.
This morning, the Mart City Council accepted the police chief's resignation. He was the last remaining officer with the city.
And that means now there are no local law enforcement in the city limits. In the meantime, McLennan County deputies, constables, and justices of the peace are going to be enforcing the law. The police chief resigned for unknown reasons this morning, and community members say it was a forced resignation. This comes after all the other police officers in the city quit earlier this month. Residents are now left unsure about the future, and they say they want to see action taken.
I want to see the city get some good police officers. I want to see them get some good, honest police officers that stand up and honor the law and are not just good old boys.
All right, well, the city manager wishes the now former police chief the best, and they thanked him for service earlier today as they are now looking for a new police chief. All right, looking outside, 8 days in a row, I think, at this point, and still muggy as all.
Yes, Chief Meteorologist Mike LaPointe joining us live now in the Weather Center. Now, Mike, you're already tracking storms for here in Central Texas.
Yeah, we do have storms on the way, and you're right, Robert, 8 days in a row of hitting at least 90 degrees or hotter here in our area. Dry line off to our west, and you know what that means this time of the year. Showers and thunderstorms will fire up right along the dry line. But as we go throughout the evening, quiet weather expected here in the central part of the state. So if you have outdoor Activities planned for the evening hours still looking good. This is at midnight tonight. The dry line will start to work its way back off to the west as it does at night, with the showers and a few isolated storms in the southeastern part of Oklahoma. And as we start the day tomorrow, there could be a line of some showers and storms off to our west. Take a look at that there. This is at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. They will migrate off to the east and slightly northeast, but kind of fall apart. But as we hit the afternoon hours, a stronger cold front begins to move in, and out ahead of the front, it's going to be warm. We've seen some very tropical air with dew points in the 70s. Showers and thunderstorms will be likely as we hit the afternoon and evening hours on Wednesday, and some of these thunderstorms may be strong, may be severe. We'll talk more about the latest on that coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Mike. On the heels of a week of deadly weather in the central United States, Tuesday threatens more of the same.
And right now, western Ohio recovering from 3 reported tornadoes. Kristen Holmes has the latest.
Yeah, here in Dayton, we are experiencing so much destruction. Just take a look at these houses behind me. They have been completely destroyed. We were just in the backyard talking to one of the families here while they sifted it through all of this insulation, all of this debris, looking for anything that they could salvage. Now, they tell us that almost everyone in this neighborhood, in this small area, was actually home last night. They had to seek cover, trying to figure out what exactly they were going to do. And as they go through this, they are telling us that this is the worst they have seen in 20 years.
Cars flipped.
It's like in the distance, a train coming.
Trees splintered.
The first things I thought of was war zone.
And homes leveled.
Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking.
The people of Salina are sifting through the damage of a possible tornado. One person here killed when the storm apparently pushed a car into the house.
And it's not just here, it's out of town. Yeah. Really sad. And these people, you know, where do they go?
2 or more tornadoes reportedly hit 70 miles away in the Dayton area.
Last about, I'd say 10 to 15 seconds, scariest 15 seconds of my life.
The governor of Ohio is promising assistance to those communities hit the hardest.
Red Cross is out now, knocking on doors, and, you know, they're kind of a triage to see what people need immediately.
Severe weather has plagued the Midwest for more than a week, with little sign of relief. The risk of more tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds remains in the forecast, even as cleanup in western Ohio begins.
This is going to be tough for this community. It was hit hard.
And it's so clear when you're here on the ground how hard it was hit. There are still 700,000 people across the state of Ohio who do not have power. When we were driving here from the airport, every single light we had to stop at because there just was no power. Every single strip mall, nothing is working. And there's a huge concern now about water, particularly as the temperature continues to rise. Reporting from Dayton, Ohio, I'm Kristen Holmes. Back to you.
All right, in other news, President Trump wants to limit what can be published in climate science reports. That's according to the New York Times. Now, he has repeatedly denied evidence of global warming. The paper said Monday, though, that the Trump administration plans to only show effects of climate change through the year 2040. Current models from the U.S. Geological Survey go through the end of the century. The paper reports that scientists are concerned that those changes could mislead the public, since many of the significant impacts of climate change won't be felt until after 2040, based on current carbon emission levels.
Earlier this afternoon, the President and First Lady returning to the White House after their visit to Japan. Reed Binion has a recap on their trip.
The President's state visit to Japan was an impressive charm offensive by Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe that included golf, lavish meals, a state banquet, and even a sumo wrestling tournament. Trump becoming the first foreign leader to meet with Japan's new emperor. The pageantry and fanfare flanked by discussions of trade, defense, and regional security. Trump breaking with his own administration and with Abe on North Korea, saying he's not worried by the North's recent short-range missile tests.
There's been no nuclear testing for 2 years, so I am very happy with the way it's going, and intelligent people agree with me.
You're not bothered at all by the small missiles?
No, I'm not. I am personally not.
The president on foreign soil also siding with North Korea's dictator in order to take a shot at a Democratic political rival back home.
Kim Jong-un made a statement that Joe Biden is a low IQ individual. He probably is, based on his record.
I'm Reed Binion reporting.
Guatemala and the United States signed a cooperation agreement to fight organized crime. The agreement was signed by the Interim Secretary of National Security for the U.S. and the Minister of Government of Guatemala. The Guatemalan authorities indicated that the center lines of the agreement are the fight against drug trafficking structures, human trafficking, and weapons trafficking. The Supreme Court upholding a lower court ruling blocking part of an Indiana abortion law signed by then-Governor Mike Pence. The law limited abortions based on gender or disability. The federal appeals court had struck down that part of the law, and the Supreme Court decided not to renew that decision. Now, the court did reinstate a separate part of the law dealing with the disposal of fetal remains. It didn't take up another part of the law stricken by the lower courts that prohibited abortions because tests revealed an abnormality in the fetus.
Netflix is pledging to help the ACLU fight Georgia's abortion ban. The state's governor recently signed a bill banning abortions after a fetal heartbeat can be detected, which can be as early as 6 weeks into pregnancy. Since then, several producers and actors, including Kristen Wiig, have refused to work in Georgia. Others like J.J. Abrams and Jordan Peele are continuing to film in the state, but they're donating to organizations that are fighting the law. Netflix says it will rethink its position if the law comes into effect. That's slated to happen January 1st. It's unlikely any of the newly passed abortion bans will take effect unless the Supreme Court overturns Roe v. Wade. That 1973 decision guarantees women in the United States have the right to abortions.
All right, the ex-wife of the richest man in the world pledging to give away at least $18 billion with a B. Mackenzie Bezos signed the Giving Pledge. That's the initiative launched back in 2010 by Warren Buffett and Bill and Melinda Gates that encourages the world's richest people to give away most of their wealth. The pledge doesn't specify a time frame, though, to spread out the cash. It does allow a lifetime or beyond, as money can be given away in wills. Bezos wrote in a letter that she'll be thoughtful in her philanthropy and will, quote, keep it until the safe is empty. Her net worth is estimated around $36 million.
In tonight's Consumer Report, the unofficial start to summer is here, and chances are you're already planning your sunny getaways. But before you book, a new report finds most of us are missing out on profitable credit card rewards. Mary Maloney has a closer look at the do's and don'ts in today's Consumer Watch.
Vacation mode on. And if you weren't planning to use plastic to pay for summer travel, think again. According to a new survey by U.S. News & World Report, 61% of surveyed Americans don't have a travel rewards card and may be missing out on big rewards.
Of those who had rewards travel credit cards, about 49% earned $1,051 or more in the past year.
Experts say follow these rewards cards' do's and don'ts. The first do, find a rewards card that fits your lifestyle. If you drive a lot, get a card that gives you cash back when you gas up. And if you like to entertain, a card that gives you money back for dining may suit you.
What are your spending patterns? Do you spend a lot on groceries? Maybe you need a credit card that offers grocery rewards.
Another must-do, research which card gives you the biggest sign-up bonus. And here's what to avoid. Don't leave money on the table. Keep track of all your rewards programs to make sure you redeem points before they expire. And finally, the biggest no-no.
One thing you want to avoid is putting your vacation expenses on a credit card if you don't think you can actually afford a vacation.
For Consumer Watch, I'm Mary Maloney.
All right, well, Apple is releasing its first new iPod in 4 years. Exciting news for those of you who still use iPods. It's the 2019 edition of the iPod Touch. It runs the A10 Fusion chip, which was really in the iPhone 7, but it makes the iPod run twice as fast as before. The latest Touch can also support group FaceTime calls, augmented reality, and will also support the upcoming game subscription service that Apple has planned called Apple Arcade. The device costs around $200 and is available to order online right now.
The International House of Pancakes is again suggesting it's going to change their name.
Go again. IHOP posting a brief video on Twitter, and it shows IHOB. You remember that, the name the restaurant chain briefly used for about a half hour or so last year to promote its new line of burgers, then changed it back to IHOP. The company urging fans to learn what could the P be. On June 3rd is when we find out. Social media was understandably very confused by all this. We are still wondering. This again? Others suggesting what the P actually stands for this time, including publicity stunt, and some say pathetic. One even wondered if IHOP was looking into entering the presidential race. Regardless, the mystery will likely be solved on June 3rd as promised.
All right.
I want pancakes, that's all. Straight ahead, there's a trial on stand right now, and opening statements are over. The latest on the historic opioid case.
We're looking at mostly cloudy skies tonight, dry conditions, but tomorrow some showers and thunderstorms will roll in, and some of these could be strong to severe. I'll have the very latest coming up.
And listen to this. Are you tired of work? Do you dread going to the office? Has your productivity plummeted? The medical condition you may have will tell you.
Never miss your news. Have your news with you wherever you are. Download the free Centex Proud mobile app and watch Fox 44 News. Streamed live at 5:30, 6, and 9.
Ready for summer? Nissan is. You can't miss out during the Summer of SUVs sales event. All you need is a great camera, the right tunes, and a change of scenery. Save on it all at Nissan's Summer of SUV sales event. Now, save up to $3,000 or get a low $199 per month lease on the 2019 Nissan Rogue.
It's a 4th of July celebration like no other. The Belton Area Chamber of Commerce invites you to celebrate June 29th through July 7th, starting with a downtown street party, carnival, parade, backyard party, and fireworks at Chef's Barbecue, Western Gift Show, and PRCA Rodeo. Live music, fireworks, shopping, food, and so much more. Bring the whole family for a weekend of celebration. Visit RodeoBelton.com for all the details, deals, and tickets. It's the 4th of July celebration and PRCA Rodeo, June 29th through July 7th. Family fun for all.
Waco. This Saturday, June 1st, WWE Live returns with an epic main event.
Who is the greatest acquisition in the history of WWE?
See Roman Reigns.
A man who has transcended superstardom. Superman punch!
Take on Elias in a one-on-one battle. And don't miss Charlotte Flair and Matt Hardy. It's WWE Live in Waco this Saturday, June 1st. Tickets are available now.
This is the Durabit of the all-new Chevy Silverado.
That is huge.
It offers a built-in 120-volt outlet. Wow. Plug that in for me.
Oh, holy smoke.
And the all-new Silverado has more trim levels than any other pickup.
Oh, wow. There's something for all of us.
It's time to upgrade.
Get 0% financing for 72 months on this all-new Silverado Texas Edition, or get a total value of over $8,500. Plus, get an additional $1,500 cash allowance when you finance with GM Financial.
Make plans to get a spot for new braces at Stonehaven Dental for Ortho Blast Day, Friday, May 31st in Waco and Monday, June 3rd in Harker Heights. Only 40 spots available for patients that include free consultation, x-rays, and ortho photos. Stonehaven will also be giving you $750 off the cost of your braces. Call now for this special Ortho Day, free prizes and lots of fun. Stonehaven Dental in Waco on Friday, May 31st and Harker Heights on Monday, June 3rd for our Ortho Blast Day, and leave with a healthy, happy smile.
All right, in your Fox 44 Health Report earlier today, opening statements wrapped up in the historic opioid case. Oklahoma suing Johnson & Johnson, the nation's largest drug maker, and the suit alleges that the company helped ignite a public health crisis by marketing highly addicting painkillers, in a way that overstated their benefits and also misrepresented the risks.
Johnson made millions, if not billions of dollars, improperly promoting and selling these addictive, destructive, and deadly opioids.
Now, other defendants in the case were Teva Pharmaceuticals and Purdue Pharma. They've already settled this with the state. The trial could bring to light documents and testimony that show what the companies knew when they knew it and how they responded.
Vaping may be more dangerous than you think. New research published Monday finds smoking flavored e-cigs may be bad for your heart. In a lab experiment, researchers from Stanford University discovered the flavors of e-liquids, not just the nicotine, can damage cells lining blood vessels, increasing the risk of heart disease. The study's lead author says it's a wake-up call for teens who think vaping is a healthy alternative to smoking cigarettes.
All right, this story you've been waiting for since the break. Is work stressing you out? you may have an actual medical condition. The World Health Organization now recognizes burnout in its guide as a legitimate medical diagnosis. The International Classification of Diseases Handbook places it in the section employment or unemployment related problems. According to ICD-11, doctors can diagnose someone with burnout if they have 3 symptoms. The patient must be exhausted, experiencing mental distance or cynicism about their work, and have problems getting the job done successfully. Doctors can only diagnose burnout when it comes to work.
Weather Rate certified most accurate forecast in Central Texas. This is Fox 44 Weather with Chief Meteorologist Mike LaPointe.
Well, we're seeing a little sunshine out there at this hour, otherwise a lot of clouds, and temperatures still running a little bit above average. You know, the average high is 88 degrees. That's where we're at right now, but we did top out at 92 degrees here in Waco. Temperatures have cooled off just a little bit as we work our way to the south. It's 85 in Temple and 84 degrees right now in Killeen. Temperatures down toward the Brazos Valley, still holding on to the 90s, at least 91 in College Station, and Palestine checks in right at 86 degrees. But notice the humidity. That climbs those temperatures back into the low to mid 90s. 93 is what it feels like right now in Palestine, 95 in College Station, Giddings at 97, and our current heat index right here in Waco right at 93 degrees. Looking at a little moisture, again, a lot of this is falling in the mid layers of the atmosphere. It's not making it to the ground. It's just giving us mostly cloudy skies, and the reason why it's not making it to the ground is it's evaporating before it hits the ground. That is why. But some spots may see a sprinkle or two here or there. Nothing major. Mostly active weather tonight will be off to our west and to our north, right ahead of a dry line. There's already a severe thunderstorm watch that is in effect until 10 tonight, and that does include the Wichita Falls area and right along the Red River, the Red River, and that's where most of the rough weather will be tonight. As for tomorrow, though, we're going to start to watch some of that march in as we hit the afternoon. Tonight, if you're going to be out, it's a little humid, a lot of clouds around with temperatures slowly falling back down into the low to upper 70s, I should say, as we hit midnight with partly to mostly cloudy skies. And then it'll remain mostly cloudy overnight. By early tomorrow morning, temperatures not cooling off much, mid 70s. That just goes to show you there's a lot of moisture in the air, so it's not going to cool down very fast. By 7 o'clock, though, could be a few showers and some isolated thunderstorms off to our northwest. As we go throughout the day, notice that southerly flow really bringing up some showers and storms here across our area. So by 5 o'clock, we'll have a chance of showers and storms developing across the region. Better chance, though, I think, as we hit the evening hours and as that cold front moves through. The cap that we have may be just enough eroded that we'll see those thunderstorms pop up, and then anything that does develop by tomorrow night could be severe across the region. And then throughout the day on Thursday, partly sunny skies with an afternoon shower or thunderstorm not out of the question, because that front is going to be close enough that it could kick those off. But as for the radar and the storms for tomorrow, we are under a slight risk of severe weather, so we need to keep a very close eye on the radar, especially in the afternoon and evening. Mostly cloudy, breezy, and 75 tonight, and then mostly cloudy skies tomorrow. A 50-50 chance of showers and storms, and again, some of these may be strong to severe with a high of 90. There's our chances on Thursday and Friday. Not bad. Nothing that you'll actually have to write home about, because not everybody will see it. And over the weekend, temperatures in the lower 90s for highs. Lows will be in the 70s and down toward the Brazos Valley. Scattered showers and thunderstorms in the forecast. Once we get through the end of the week, our chances really go down and temperatures go back up.
All right, who don't need the umbrella necessarily, maybe keep the fan handy for the next couple
Umbrella tomorrow.
Well,
yeah, you can have it ready. That's right.
Both of them, one in one hand and the other here.
Yeah,
all right.
Kind of funny looking.
Thanks, Mike. Well, coming up, a mail carrier more than 30 years into the career finally calling it quits. The goodbye next.
Sponsored by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue. Stop by this month for Camo Cup for a Cause, benefiting military charities.
In Texas, there's a spirit that moves us, a freedom that inspires us. Now it's time again to celebrate it.
I love the American road.
The Great American Sales Event at your Texas Ford dealer, with limited time savings on America's best-selling brand. Like the 2019 Mustang, now with 0% financing for 72 months plus $1,000 cash back. Let the Great American Sales Event inspire you at your Best in Texas Ford dealer.
Ashley Home Store's Memorial Day mattress sale is going on now. Get 0% interest for 72 months, or buy any mattress set $7.99 or more and get a free adjustable base upgrade. Shop now at the Ashley Home Stores in Killeen.
Imagine coconut sandwiches.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe vanilla cream puff pudding pops.
Now I'm partial to your chocolate fudge bars, but you need butterscotch.
Your new banana pops are fabulous. Kiwi would be even better.
Our 12-pack snacks are sure to satisfy almost every craving, any day of the week.
I love Sunday cups so much, I eat them on Monday, and Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Get back to what matters most. Take advantage of what's in your backyard on beautiful Lake Whitney. Relax in updated cabins with comfortable beds and a full kitchen included. Seize the day by kayaking or water skiing. And there's always fishing. There's always something to do at Cliffview. Come experience the magic and fun. Cliffview Resort. Relax, rejuvenate, rejoice. Make memories at Cliffview Resort. Just a stone's throw away on Lake Whitney.
They say love is blind. In Stage Center Community Theater's Butterflies Are Free, young, blind Don Baker's interfering and domineering mother keeps rearranging the furniture of his life. Sparks fly when free spirit next-door neighbor Jill crosses swords with tough as steel mom. Who will win? Mom? Son? Girl next door? Find out when Stage Center presents Butterflies Are Free, Thursdays through Saturdays, May 30th through June 15th. Purchase tickets online or at the door. Visit stagecenter.net.
Ashley Home Store's Memorial Day sale is going on now. Save up to 30% or no interest for 6 years. Buy this 6-piece reclining sectional, get a free TV stand. Plus your choice of the matching recliner or a 50-inch 4K TV free. Ashley Home Stores in Killeen.
Covering Killeen, Woodway, and all of Central Texas. This is Fox 44 News at 6.
All right, a letter preserved from the past. A deer reunited with its mom and a woman bravely delivering her own baby on the way to the hospital. All of that in today's Health Minute.
An Illinois family wanted to make sure they preserved an important piece of history. The family donated a letter dated 1941 to the museum at Pearl Harbor. The letter was written by Orville Lester Rusher and sent to his sister, letting her know he had been discharged and waiting on his final paperwork. But he never made it home. One day after the letter was received, Rusher was killed in the attack on Pearl Harbor, his body still in the USS Arizona wreckage. A leisurely boat ride turned into a rescue mission of sorts for this group in California when they came across a baby deer stuck in the water and crying for help. As they ferried it back to the shore, its mama was anxiously waiting for her little one's safe return. And from saving a baby to having one, a family of 5 soon became a family of 6 as they made their way to the hospital for what they thought would be a routine prenatal visit.
We're making a pre-baby delivery video, just getting ready to welcome the baby into the world, in the future.
But little Jolie decided she had waited long enough, and with big brother Jaden filming from the back seat, she came into the world in the front seat of the family car. This is one car ride this family will never forget. For Take a Look at This, I'm Mary Maloney.
All right. Well, in suburban Atlanta, a neighborhood showered their retiring mailman with love and appreciation on his last day of the route. 61-year-old Floyd Martin served the neighborhood in Marietta for nearly 35 years. They decorated their mailboxes, hugged him, gave him gifts, and posed with photos. Now, they brought covered dishes, and the day-long goodbye basically turned into a huge block party with more than 300 people. Neighbors invited him back in the fall to serve as a celebrity judge in the neighborhood's Halloween party, and they started a GoFundMe campaign to send him on a trip to Hawaii. I want to live in that neighborhood. That sounds fun.
Right, family helping right there. All right, straight ahead on Fox 44. Well, we know what's for dinner at this point. Leave it to another national day to pick tonight's main meal.
Never miss your news. Have your news with you wherever you are. Download the free Centex Proud mobile app and watch Fox 44 News, streamed live at 5:30, 6, and 9.
For 18 years in a row, readers of the Temple Daily Telegram have voted Dynasty Chinese Restaurant as their #1 choice for delicious Oriental food. Our enormous buffet has over 100 mouth-watering dishes to choose from. Try our wonderful shrimp, sesame chicken, or our one-of-a-kind sushi bar. Bring the whole family down, or if you're in a hurry, we offer carry-out and delivery to Temple, Belton, and surrounding areas. When you want only the best, make it Dynasty Chinese Restaurant in Temple.
Sandals 5-star luxury included resorts. We'll take you places you've never been before, but we'll remember forever. Call 1-800-SANDALS.
Turn up summer with Minute Maid slushies, only at McDonald's.
Beat the heat with a small slushie for only $1.29 or a small McCafe frappe or smoothie for only $2.
As a thank you for your service, all first responders, active military, veterans, and retirees receive $750 appreciation cash on our full vehicle lineup.
Ready for summer? Nissan is. You can't miss out during the Summer of SUVs sales event. All you need is a great camera, the right tunes, and a change of scenery. Save on it all at Nissan's Summer of SUV sales event. Save up to $4,500 on the 2019 Murano, or save up to $5,500 on the 2019 Armada.
Shoot video or pictures of breaking news, weather, or sports, or share your news tip, and you could win $100. See news happening, report it, and win $100.
All right, we hope that you didn't cool off the grill for Memorial Day, because fired up again. It's National Hamburger Day.
Of course it is.
Now, there's probably no sandwich more near and dear to Americans' hearts. We eat more than 50 billion burgers each year. The meat patty and bun combo accounts for almost half of all sandwiches sold in the U.S. Celebrate by grabbing a big juicy burger or throw some on the grill after work to enjoy with family and friends.
That video is deceiving. There was cheese on that burger, and we all know, of course.
And bacon. Look at that bacon.
Oh, look at that bacon.
And pickles and tomatoes.
Oh. Well, I mean, it is about that time, Mike.
Yeah, it is. I'm starving. I know.
We'll probably have to fire up the grill for sure tonight, because tomorrow it might be raining.
Yeah, or maybe dodging those thunderstorms.
Yeah.
That is for sure. Absolutely. Tonight, though, we are looking at mostly cloudy skies. We're still talking dry conditions. Overnight lows only dropping into the mid-70s. Tomorrow, a 50-50 chance of showers and thunderstorms. And again, late tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening, they could be severe. So we'll watch that very closely. Thursday and Friday, more of those just garden variety showers and storms. Not everybody will see it. Temperatures a little bit cooler, mid to upper 80s. And then as we hit the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, partly sunny skies, just slight chances of rain, but don't count on those at all, with temperatures in the low 90s. And even next week, we're talking temperatures remaining in the low 90s. Those nighttime lows will go back right into the mid-70s, too, starting next week as well. So humid weather is going to stay with us.
Nice and warm, but good thing there, sun's out right in time for the weekend.
Yeah, perfect timing.
All right, thanks, Mike. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you back here tonight at 9 o'clock.
Good night.